Hi folks, welcome to part 2. If you've ended up here by mistake and haven't actually seen part 1 yet, you can click on the little box on the screen and that will take you to part 1. Probably should watch that first, otherwise a fair amount of what I'm going to say isn't going to make an awful lot of sense. And if you are here for part 2, then great, let's get on with it. So obviously, shooting is one of the sort of easiest things to demonstrate, but I'm going to have a go at showing you how passing works. So if I go to my controller settings and edit it all so it's all assisted again, as you can see here, you know, passing, crossing, etc., all on assisted. So what I'm doing here is I'm just passing it around until I give a demonstration. One of the things that FIFA said they were going to filter out was the ping pong passing. As you can see here, what I'm doing is, you know, just a load of one-touch easy passing there, and you know, I'm not controlling that really. I'm just letting it do it itself. All I need to do is tap the A button. It's doing a lot of the work for me. So it's things like that which are a bit annoying, and people, you know, passing it around thinking it's so easy. Just waiting for the next bit of the clip, right? So if I, you know, run around here and then I try and pass it, as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm holding the direction I'm running again. And remember that I'm on assisted here, so I'm running vertically upwards, I'm holding vertically upwards on my controller, and as you can see the pass is going diagonally and Messi sticks it in the corner. So if I demonstrate again, this time I think I'm doing a cross here, I can't remember, there you go. Do a cross there and he smacks it into the far corner, but what I've done is when I've pressed the cross button, I've been holding to the right. If I do something similar here, look where I'm running and press the cross button, it's gone nowhere near the direction I was running. Obviously Di Maria's just missed it, but and then again, you know, I'm running back towards my own goalkeeper when I've pressed the button, and the ball has gone absolutely nowhere near where I was aiming. So run the test again, this time with semi, as you saw. Something similar. So as you can see here, I'm doing the same again. I'm running and pressing the pass button in the direction that I'm running. The variance is a bit higher on semi. It's not going where I'm running, but it's not going straight to the player either. So I think semi is kind of a good stepping stone to manual, just to get the hang of it if you haven't done this already. It sort of helps you just get it aimed vaguely in the direction. I mean, manual's quite a big step up, as you'll know if you try it. And then hit the post. So I think you got the point. So demonstrating crossing, same thing happened. I'm not. The ball's not going in the direction that I'm aiming. Basically, it's doing all of the work for me, pretty much. Messi, you know, runs down the wing, running towards the corner flag, presses the cross button, and he's done a perfect cross right into Higuain's path, who's put it in the top of the net. So if I do it again on manual, as you will see, things get a bit different. So if I just try and pass the direction I'm running, you know, that's gone straight out of play. One thing I didn't point out is if you look back at the assisted and the semi section, if you notice when I press the pass button at the bottom left, you know the power bar that comes up. There's a little, I don't really know what to call it, but it looks like an egg timer, I think, around there. That's kind of something to do with an assistance meter. That shows you, I think, how far off you were the precise power the game thinks you should use, effectively showing you how much assistance it's given you. Whereas on manual, you'll notice you don't have that. So if I demonstrate with long passes, it's going in exactly the direction that I'm holding on the controller, and it's very wayward. So if I try and do a cross now with Messi, I'd go in the direction I'm aiming, it's just going to go straight out of play. Whereas obviously on assisted and semi, that was going in the box. Try and demonstrate again, but this time come inside a bit, it's still not going to go anywhere near the centre of the goal. So what I do is, when I get to the byline and turn vertically upwards, then the ball goes straight to the guy in the middle, and I've put that nicely into the back of the net. So I think I've made my point with regards to the passing now. So the best thing to do is to put it to the test and find out how easy this actually is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a practice match between me and the CPU on professional, and I'm going to see how long it takes me to score 3 goals on assisted. So first goal coming up here, a really nice little 1-2, or so you would think, but it's assisted, and he puts it into the bottom corner. So that goal was fairly quick. I forgot how difficult it is to get the ball off of the CPU on FIFA 12. They have made the CPU a lot better. But anyway, second goal, breakaway. I'm going to be cheap, it's just for the demonstration of practice. Nice cheeky finish. And that's 2. And the next one took a long time coming, so you're going to have to bear with me on this one. I am speeding through as fast as it will allow me. But, you know, I think it's hard to tell, really. There's only so much more I can do without you guys giving manual a go to see the real differences for yourself. I've tried my best to sort of provide some sort of explanation. So what you need to do is, the best place to go is the practice arena and just get used to it. To begin with, passing it around, shooting like I demonstrated earlier. Here's the third goal coming up. Higuain cuts inside, and he's just going to curl it easy as anything into the far corner. So, yeah, as I say, the best thing to do is, if you go into the practice arena and just sort of get used to passing it around and stuff, then the way I learned was you go to just a kick-off match, pick a 5-star team against a half-star team or whatever. Yeah, this was kind of embarrassing. Yeah. Anyway, I should point out that my defending is atrocious, but that manual controls has nothing to do with defending. It's exactly the same on assisted. Tactical defending is the same. So I don't have any excuses for that whatsoever. Anyway, my first goal came from a corner, so it wasn't exactly brilliant, but they all count. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Best thing to do is, once you've got the hang of it in the practice arena, is go to a kick-off match, get a 5-star team, play against a half-star team, put it on amateur, and just get used to sort of passing around players and getting your shots on target and things. It is not something that you will pick up quickly. I first played it, I think, in February 2010 with FIFA 10. I'm still getting better now. I'd like to think at this point I'm one of the better manual players. I'm ranked in the top 50, but the ranking table's not a great thing to test ability by, because obviously you've got people on there who've played 1,000 games, you've got people on there who've only played 100, so it's not an amazing gauge. But regardless, I'd like to think of myself as one of the better players. One thing I realise watching this back is that I've maybe made slightly unclear. In the sort of passing and shooting demonstrations, or particularly the passing demonstration, when I'm saying that the passes go where you aim. What I mean is when you're running with the ball on manual, you need to hold a different direction when you pass in order for it to go in the direction you want. So basically what you have to do is if you're running vertically upwards and you want to pass the ball to the right, then you make sure you're holding to the right when you pass the ball, and it will still go in that direction. So it doesn't mean that you have to always run in the direction you want to go for the ball to go in that direction. Just to clear that up. Anyway, as you can see, the practice match, in the same amount of time it took me to score 3 goals and go 3-0 up against the computer unassisted, it was a 1-1 draw. Fairly embarrassing, quite frankly, but 1-1 draw anyway against the CPU on manual. And hopefully this has been a sort of enough of a demonstration for you to appreciate the difficulty in manual controls, to understand what manual controls are. And now I'm going to explain very briefly what the rest of the series is going to be about. So in order to get more people playing manual, I realised that there's not a lot that happens if you all go, if I always go on and play against other manual players. When you go on the head-to-head seasons mode, you'll notice that there's above the team sheet selection thing, there's a tab that says controls, and the word next to it will by default say any. When you change that to manual, that matches you up with other people on full manual controls. What I'm going to do as part of this series is I'm going to change that, and I'm going to play on manual controls against assisted players. The aim basically being that I'm going to do my best to beat them, and then I'm going to send them a message afterwards, say, hey, you should try manual control sometime, and see if I can convert anyone, and obviously see if I can convert any of you that watch. So that's where it's going to go from here. I look forward to making it. I hope you look forward to viewing it. And keep your eyes peeled for the episodes. Thank you very much. Please, like, dislike, leave a comment. Subscribe if you like the idea of the series and want to keep up with the videos. Leave me some sort of feedback so I know what you think. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you soon.